Swimming like a shark in a shrimp tank. Big fish, small pond in the shrimp tank.
Hey everybody, welcome to the post-show wrap-up of the Shrimp Tank. You can always catch a replay of all of the broadcasts that we have at shrimptankpodcast.com or download us on iTunes or the Google Play Store. We had a great interview today with Travis Reid. You should listen to all of this in your car. If you want to get an MBA in entrepreneurship, that combination of street smarts and book smarts, this is how you do it. You listen to a family-owned business that's been around since 1999, doing a balance of what was amazing today. We talked about the balance of being a non-for-profit company and a for-profit company at the same time and helping out on both ends of it. Really, really amazing stuff. I'm sitting here with my co-host Chris Hanks today, who's the executive director and founder of the Shore Center for Entrepreneurship, and Joey Roos, who's joined us today from Kennesaw State.
So, Travis, we talked about on the show how you have an 80,000 square foot facility that you run your operations in, and you don't outsource your work to Shutterfly or large organizations for the digital printing of students' art. Can you talk us through what made you make that decision to keep everything in-house?
It's actually, it's a business rules, and it's actually more financially beneficial to us from a margin standpoint. We've been doing our own fulfillment since day one. So we're used to the challenges of it. We've been scaling as we've grown, and we retain the profits by not having to outsource it out. Also, we have specific business rules that we do as far as shipping and kitting everything that requires us. It's just a custom business rule that I don't think another company could really fulfill in the same way. So it's a combination of profit and business rules.
And one thing that we didn't talk about on the show is the impact of healthcare costs on a business like yours.
Yes.
You know, with the number of employees that you have, and you certainly have a seasonal aspect to your business as well, where you have so many employees in and out. What is that impact of healthcare coverage on a business like yours?
It is financially, I don't want to say crushing, but it's getting there. To companies our size, they just keep going up and up and up. The healthcare costs are a major line item cost. To be competitive, you have to offer these. You have to offer healthcare benefits, and to get good employees. However, with a company my size that's under 50, I'm not mandated to have to provide it, but you have to anyway. So you're having to incur these costs, and you're unable to take advantage of exchanges like big companies can. So your premium per employee is very expensive. And I would love one day, as this healthcare debate goes on through the nation, to take the onus off of small businesses and businesses in general from providing health care to their employees. It's just not necessary. It's outdated. From the 1950s is when they started doing this, and we've outgrown it. I don't know what the solution is to it, but I cannot imagine what would happen to this economy if every small to medium-sized business could take what they're spending on healthcare premiums and apply it to their companies. It would go. The economy would explode immediately. So, good question.
Can I get an amen on that? Amen on that.
Now, it's true.
We talked about in the broadcast today, we talked a lot about on different subjects, but two of the big ones that came up were talking about human resources, and you had also mentioned about IT services. And why, for people that are watching the post-show wrap-up, should they consider getting good outsourcing potentially, or hiring the right people if they do this within their organization for IT and HR? And why so important in any kind of business?
Well, in today's day, digital age, IT is a must for any company. I don't care the size of it. The problem is you have some entrepreneurs who are good at marketing and ideas, business ideas. However, they have no idea what they're doing when it comes to IT. Sure, they can use their iPhone, but when it comes to negotiating a co-location contract, they don't know what they're doing. So you have to trust your IT service providers. You have to vet them pretty well and ask for references, no matter if it's just supporting a couple workstations or supporting a 50-node server environment. You have to vet your IT.
Now, after all the artwork that you've seen, have you a favorite artist at this point? Do you have a favorite artist at all? Like non-child, or somebody that you follow in there?
Oh, non-child?
Yeah, I was going to say we can't do like Joey from Gumdrop High School.
Yeah, right.
I know what yours is, Ted. Yours is Monet.
Yeah, Monet. I like it.
You like because you have people
like
with their
that.
Monet.
I like that. Or a
You like
favorite
that?
art museum that people
I
watching
love.
the post show?
I
like that.
well, being my mom an art teacher, we've always had the arts surround us. I love everything from the surrealists to the impressionists, but I do love Picasso and I love Roy Lichtenstein for the pop, and then Georgia's own Howard Finster. He's a folk artist. If you don't know who he is, God bless him. He's did some great stuff up in Somerville, Georgia. So Howard Finster.
Very cool stuff. Well, for folks that are out there and they are working with the school or they have a child at school right now and they want to get a fundraiser set up with the school with Square One Art that's literally raised millions of dollars for schools across the country, how can the folks watching the post-show wrap-up of the Shrimp Tank get in touch with you and your wonderful organization?
Contact us at www.squareoneart.com. That is with the number 1. And we are also located in Norcross, Georgia. So look us up. Give us a call.
Well, thanks.
Love to work with you.
Thanks, Travis, for coming on the show today, first of all, and also on the
Appreciate it.
post-show wrap-up today. And folks, when you think about your company and what you're doing with it, learn from Square One Art. How do you create that perfect, ideal picture? It really does start with culture, and they've created an amazing culture at this organization, not only to create millions of dollars for schools and help our whole society, but also create a very successful business. And that's your post-show wrap-up of the Shrimp Tank.
I've been feeling like a shark in a shrimp tank. Big fish, small pond.